Hello and welcome to my channel. I just wanted to come on to say hello and also remind you that I'm still offering lessons for energy medicine. If you would like to expand your practices or learn energy medicine, energy healing for the first time, this is a great system. It's very simple and it is based on permission. So you have to receive permission from whoever it is that you're sending healing to or giving healing to. There must be consent, and that's what makes this a totally benign practice. It's a harmless practice. You can't heal somebody behind their back without their knowledge. It doesn't work like that. It's a really wonderful thing though. Even if you have issues with a relationship, a person that you maybe want to reconnect with, but you're having problems with them, you're having poor communication, or that maybe they will never talk to you again, and that's it, and the only thing you can do is to work on your karmic bond with them, or your karmic band. They also call it karmic band depending on what materials you're reading from where. So the system that I'm talking about is Kundalini Reiki. And so you may have heard of Reiki before. This is a very simple practice. It's stronger than the Reiki that most people are familiar with, which is called Usui Reiki Ryoho, which originates from Japan and was finally, after several years, brought to the Western world through a woman from Japan named Hawaya Tokata. I don't know if she changed her name to Hawaya or what, because she literally lived in Hawaii. And that was the woman who actually helped bring Reiki to the United States. This system, however, I'm talking about, it's a little bit different. It does not use symbols like the other system, so there's nothing that you have to memorize that's fairly complex or anything like that. And when you receive attunements in this, you are encouraged to receive all attunements so that you may become master level for this practice. Anybody who tells you that they practice Kundalini Reiki, they should be master level or beyond actually what Usui Reiki Ryoho offers as far as the energetic bandwidth for what they call master. This energetic bandwidth is a little bit higher. In fact, it's so much higher that the practitioner who's teaching the Reiki practice does not have to be present in the same room or even at the same time that you are receiving the attunement. So the practitioner who sends you the attunement could be asleep at the time that you're receiving the attunement. They could be doing anything, driving their car, partying, whatever. So it's very interesting. They say that it is passed on by chi ball, because it's like you literally put a packet out into the aethers that I ask that you receive this attunement at this time, whatever the time is that you have agreed upon to receive the attunement, and then you get it at that time. You just have to remember the time that you have agreed to receive your attunement. And then all you do is lie down comfortably on your back with your arms out, with your feet a little bit out, like Shavasana in yoga. And just lie there for 25 minutes. Try to just let go. In fact, you can envision your spine as a golden straw, hollow, open, and receiving this energetic attunement that will just wash over you as you receive. The attunement process lasts 25 minutes, and you just rest, lay there. You can even fall asleep. It's okay to fall asleep. I've been asked this question many times over many years. It is totally all right to fall asleep during your attunement process. You will still receive it, and you will become sensitized to Reiki If you have never felt subtle energy before, you should be able to feel it more after this. You may notice some things when you receive your attunement. You may feel your hands warming up or tingling. You may feel pressure on your third eye or your head. You may feel something on your head, something changing, maybe even your crown. So each of these 3 attunements work on different sections of your energetic vortexes or your chakras. So, and we also need to remember there are more chakras than the central chakras that are along your nadis, or the channel that your kundalini comes up through. So there's also on your palms, you have chakras that connect to your heart. So anyway, the attunements are wonderful, and each attunement that you get will help to open the capacity of your nadis just a little bit more. So these nadis are 3 channels, and so the Ida, the Pingala, and the Sushumna in the middle. So all 3 of these channels are going to be increased in their capacity. So imagine like using a straw for your plumbing in your home. Like your plumbing is as thin as a straw. Your shower is going to be a very unsatisfying little slow trickle, and well, that's all you get. But if you were to increase the size of the piping in your house for your plumbing, then you would have a more satisfying shower, of course, because the water would be flowing much more rapidly at a higher volume. And so that's what happens when you receive your attunements. The energy that flows through your central nervous system related channels, your nadis, it will become wider, and you will have a stronger flow of conscious energy, healing energy that you are consciously directing. And the healing energy is amazing. It pretty much has a consciousness of its own. It will go wherever it needs to go. And so when you do self-healing, all you need to do is lie your hands on your body. Just put them here on your chest. It's very comforting. You can put your hands anywhere on your body. You can put them on your knees if you have sore knees. If you have any kind of emotional issues, you can always put your hands right over your face. And when you do that, it looks like you're sad, already. People are going to go, what's wrong? So maybe don't do that in public or anything, unless you're really having a crisis. Yeah, it's good to do in private. I recommend that. So you don't send a signal to people that they need to come comfort you. Well, unless that's, your thing. Anyway, this is a really wonderful system. I've been doing it since 2004, and I learned Usui Reiki Ryoho in Massachusetts back in 2004, and only, I think, maybe 2-3 months later, I met a woman who teaches Kundalini Reiki, and she just recommended to me that I should try it, especially since it is such a generous system that it wants you to become a master immediately. It wants you to become a master as soon as humanly possible, because this Reiki practice has a mission to help raise the vibration of the planet. That's at least my perspective of it. I could be incorrect, but it appears that that is the case. We are being told that this practice is so easy that children can learn it and teach it to each other. So what a wonderful thing is that maybe children this time in this world will have a chance to be able to be holders of the higher vibration and be able to maintain that higher vibration. Because what has been happening for a very long time on this planet is that our vibration goes down as we get older. It's been repeated over and over again in various cultures, like the Tao talks about this, African cultures talk about this, Japanese cultures, all types of cultures talk about how the vibration goes down in beings on this planet. It's just a thing that happens. We have a lot that we're up against in this planet. There are a lot of traumas. There are a lot of lower vibrations that are attempting to take root and maintain, grow in their low vibration. I don't know, that sounds maybe counterintuitive, to grow in a low vibration, but they want to maintain at least some kind of foothold. And their presence, the lower vibrations presence, are not very helpful at all. They're kind of there just to not be helpful. And we don't need them anymore. And that's what's going to be happening, basically. Whether or not your children learn this Reiki practice, the world will be coming to a higher vibration. But practices like this and other very practical things that may be more relatable to a lot of other people will be approaching from the horizon. And there will be probably even careers and job opportunities in the future that older generations never thought possible. Anyway, I digress. Check into Kundalini Reiki. You can ask me any question you'd like. Maybe I can come back to this lovely spot that I've found at this golf course, actually, that I'm at right now. I'm pretty blessed to be in such a beautiful place. But just feel free to contact me if you would like a Reiki attunement, if you would like to learn more. I don't really want to just give you one Reiki attunement, though. I want you to know that. I want you to receive all 3 attunements and to understand what all of these attunements offer. There are a lot of different modalities, or not modalities, I guess a better word would be focus for this modality of Kundalini Reiki. So there's 6 different focuses for this Reiki practice. One of them is birth trauma. One of them is situational. Then there is location. Then there is karmic band. Then there is crystalline Reiki. And then there's diamond Reiki. Oh yes, and there's also DNA Reiki. So, like 7. And there's other practices that go with it as well. From the 7 practices, there is also this, where you put your hands together. This is called Hakini Mudra in yoga, but we practice this also in Kundalini Reiki to balance all our chakras. So there's this little practice. You just sit here and letting that energy flow. You simply think, balance all. And that's it. Well, it seems pretty funny, but you will feel something fairly soon. You feel very centered. It may be mostly this mudra talking, but it does appear that it's enhanced with the energy. If anybody would like to participate in any experiments with me who has not been attuned, you could try this practice for a few days and then come to me and receive your attunement, and then we can see if you notice a difference. If there seems to be a stronger flow of the energy that's corresponding to Hakini Mudra, you may notice that that is in fact what happens, that you find much more noticeable flow of subtle energy. All mudras are a practice to enhance flows of subtle energy. We have 7 vayus, or winds, through our body, all these 7 directions of energy, which I could perhaps talk about in another video, but I'm sure there's lots of other YouTube videos you can look up if you want to learn about the 7 vayus. Anyway, I'm here. I'm offering attunements. I want you to receive all 3. Like I said, I don't want someone to just come to me for one attunement. So this time I am going to be charging for my attunements. Last time I was giving attunement 1 away for free, and nobody was going beyond attunement 1. So it would be nice if I could find some serious takers, and if anybody would like to receive all 3 attunements, let me know and I will tell you what my prices are. It's not gonna break your bank, and I can work with your budget, but I do need you to show me that you're committed to learning this practice, because it is, I think, very important for you and for other people in your life that you practice this, because it's going to help you in the long run with your spiritual development. It will help you to shift your values into a higher integrity, and you will start to realize that some of the things that you had interest in before are no longer interesting because they were actually on a lower vibration than you realized. And that's great. Shift happens. And I hope to help you with your experience in that shift and support you. Just kind of, be there to hear what you have going on. If you have any ascension symptoms happening, if you know even what I'm talking about, what is an ascension symptom, we can go into that as well. But yeah, one man's ascension symptoms may be another government-funded organization's neuroses or mental illness or whatever they want to package it as, psychoses. Yeah, try not to let the institutional world get you down, because that's not all there is to life, and these institutions are not an authority on the wisdom in the ultimate reality that exists and will always exist and cannot stop existing. So keep on learning, keep on questioning, and yeah, always, if you even have a 1% doubt about something, test it. Test that 1% doubt. Even if you think something is 99% what it is, true, real, at face value, hey, there's a 1% doubt and you feel that. So don't ever not dig deeper. Always dig deeper. And have a beautiful life, because you have one, and this is it. Thank you for listening.